haven't been able to provide an LRI live update. I've been doing every interview I could. I did one with Stranger, I did one with the Young Turks, did one with Esquire, everybody else but our own media source. And so I just wanted to provide a quick update. Obviously we're out here, we're in DC, Washington DC, the site of the installation of the 45th President of the United States, which is Donald Trump. And we wanted to come out to stand in solidarity with those who refuse to bow down to the forces of fascism. You know, we talk a lot about the corporate state, the institutions that have oppressed us over the last 5 centuries as native nations, but also it wasn't just brown people who were colonized, and we need to be cognizant of that. We need to unite. We need to all seek a spiritual liberation. Indeed, native nations have held the spiritual foundation, the connections, the relationships with the land, the waters, the sacred sites, indeed the cosmos, to provide the spiritual foundation for the political and economic liberation that is going to happen right now because of the election of Donald Trump, because of his willingness, his professed indications to be favorable to the corporate state, the further proliferation of the corporate state, the further economic stratification, which is unjust, which is not in the interest of freedom or equality. So we came to show our support for that we are part of this fight. We have a very interesting time ahead of us. I also wanted to give a very quick update. I understand that the tribal nation, Standing Rock, my tribal nation, has asked the camps to close, and I have just been notified about this on this live feed. But you have to understand that there are a lot of people out there. If the only thing that we worked on was closing those camps, it would still take us about 60 to 90 days. And so I'm in agreement that people need to move out of the lowlands, the floodlands. But obviously, this is where we're going to part ways. We want the bridge open, we want that demand met, but we also don't want the pipeline built. So if people want to stay north of the Cannonball River, I don't know who is going to stop them, who is going to try to stop them, probably Donald Trump, but we are going to be ready for that assault. Because if we back down, then the fascist state, the corporate state, too big to fail finance and extraction, they win. And right now, Morton County, the state of North Dakota, law enforcement, the governor, the legislators, they have worked in collusion with DAPL mercenaries to systematically violate the rights not only of native nations but of Americans' constitutional rights. So why would we give up that fight? I get it, we're stressed. My tribal nation, my native nation is stressed. We want that road opened. But our demand should be that the road open before we move. I don't understand the logic or the strategy here. But if people want to stay and want to fight for our children's right to clean drinking water, for Native Nations' right to have their treaties honored, to be able to lift themselves out of oppression, legal, political, and economic oppression, if people want to stand for the constitutional rights of all Americans, which are being violated, in North Dakota, if people want to stand and demand a clean energy economy now, I am not going to abandon those warriors who make that stand. I am going to help them. So, look, the governor said he was going to kick everybody out, that he had the authority to raid the camp. The Army Corps of Engineers said everybody out by December 5th, or you're going to be declared trespassers. Now the tribe and others are saying everybody out. Or what? What is the or what? What do we have to lose, really? Let's demand that the bridge is opened. Then we can talk about disbanding camps. Now, I don't lead the entire camps. Every camp is autonomous and is going to have to make that determination on their own. But I'm telling you that the time is now, the fight is now. What do we have to lose, really? What do we have to lose but our chains and the imposed poverty culture, the oppression that is perpetrated against us, the violence that has been perpetrated against us, the rights that have been violated. So people can say what they want, and maybe people will listen to that and they'll disband. I'll respect that. But if people stay, then I'm going to respect that as well. So I didn't mean to turn this message into that, but that's just how I feel. I can't be the leader that everybody likes. I can only follow my heart and my mind and try to express the inspiration that comes from that holy place that we all have access to if we pay attention, if we stay in prayer, if we do those things, if we lead in unarmed, non-violent revolution. That's what's available to us. So I'm gonna quit now. I got some things to do. I'll catch up with you soon.